What the fuck's happening? Let's see. Desktop should not be coming through. I'm learning this program very slowly but surely, getting everything worked out. And I just found something like I already found how to put VST effects on OBS. But what I didn't realize is that I couldn't find my waves. They're all VST3. But there's a plugin. I don't remember the name of it. It's from Waves, and it lets you use all their plugins in one unit in one rack. It might be called Studio Rack. And so that way you can access all those. And it's a VST plugin, VST2. So therefore, all my VST3s can play in here through that, and they are very lightweight because a lot of Waves of stuff. There's some new stuff, but like L2, C4, those have been around since like fucking late 90s. The face interface and the coding has increased, so they're very streamlined and they do their job very well. Those are very lightweight. I mean, like almost zero CPU, almost zero RAM. And I have, like, I will say newer, more advanced ones, but that doesn't mean they necessarily work any better. But if nothing else, I just need I needed like a noise gate. I was like, God, I wish I had it on Wave stuff. And then I saw like I was flipping through and I said Wave Shell. I tried to do that and it didn't do anything. I was like, oh shit, what about Studio Rack? And I found it. So right now we're scanning all those. I mean, it's finding all the VST3s. So everything that I had VST3 is now going to be available to me, which is fucking sweet because it was just VST2. So I can use all the VST3s in this Wave Rack, which is really cool. So I'm just letting it scan. And noticed that yesterday didn't have any guitar volume, so I got to work on that. What's going on with that shit? It'd be nice if we got millions of viewers out there. If you want to be like, hey man, there's no volume on the guitar. Oh shit, yeah, no, there's not. Let me check that out and see what's going on. But no, I guess this is the Sean's an Asshole show, and look, here he is, just playing the guitar with no sound. I could hear it. I could hear it just fine. We had to practice one time because, like, with the way that I do things, because everything's virtual, you can practice completely silent. You can practice completely silently. And so I set up my drum machine so that the drummer could come over and play on it, and I had foot pedals that he could play on and stuff. And we knew the song pretty well, and everybody's got on headphones. We've been drinking and shit. I'm like, everybody ready? I'm like, yeah. So I hit play and record, and I start playing, you know? And everybody plays. I mean, it's like in sync. It's perfect and great. I'm like, fuck yeah. And I stop, and they go, you realize, like, we couldn't hear anything the whole time. I'm like, what? And like, yeah, all we could hear was your guitar strings. I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, you didn't feed this signal out to our. I'd forgotten to set the signal out to their headphones. Oh yeah, I forgot to hit the AB to switch it over because I was listening. Oh shit! How did you guys nail it? Oh, we just listened to the strings because that's all it was in the room. Ding, 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 and they just played their parts over top of that. That was cool. Yeah, we're about halfway finished. Boy, is stuck on trying to get Syntonic. I don't need it. You can go ahead. Just pass it. It's cool. If you're having a hard time, just skip it, man. Now we're cool. I don't think I'm gonna be using Syntronic here. I'll be using it externally. That's fine. Just let it go. Let it go. I've never seen that one either. I really don't like a lot of pop culture. I like to stay abreast of what's going on, you know. But there's other things I don't get. Like I said, I didn't get the whole Doge thing, and it took me for a while to get that. But with Starlink and his coin and whatever, and all the stuff he's looking at, the cyber trucks and everything that he's going, like moving everything to electric, the cars, whatever. And so he's like, I'd be like an e-god. I should make that into my screen name. And I'm like, but people freak out. Well, just do Doge. Just spell it backwards. And they probably made up the dog thing to cover that up. It's more of an inside joke. It makes more sense than Doge because DOJ would be Doge, and I think he's going to find out all about that. Moved it past. Hell yeah. Keep on moving. Keep on going. Keep on going. Once you get to those are the fast ones. Yeah, 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 yeah. Just had to get over that one little hump. I guess it was loading it in the background. Sometimes those take a little bit of time. It's checking probably the licensing and all that shit. As long as you keep going and don't lock up. Oh, I'm going to get all those back. Oh, yeah. Too bad this doesn't do MIDI. It's one thing I'd like to talk to OBS about, getting this thing to do MIDI. I'd like to have, eventually, I'd like to do KIND as a bunch of independent radio stations. I mean, mine is called KIND. Anybody can call theirs whatever the fuck they want to, but the main premise being there. And the point is being that these fat cats who really have nothing to fucking do with music at all are making the lion's share of the music, and they have for like forever. And that's time to put an end to that. The internet is the great equalizer. The problem is somebody comes along with a pay site like Spotify or Pandora, and that becomes the gatekeeper of what's good. They have all the like licensed music and whatever. They'll let you listen to all of it for free with commercials. I'm gonna get rid of commercials. You gotta pay me. Why? Because they gotta get rich. But these are a bunch of non-profits that were designed that any money taken in is to be. I've got a way to redistribute any extra money amongst the users. It's brilliant. It's a really smart way. So that way, but at the same time, I'd rather than focus on. I'd rather do like a DJing thing like this as a side thing. I would rather have like Cheap Gear Guy be online in a fairly automated way that I don't have to really think about it too much. And it's just like drop shipping, you know? I really don't carry too much stock, except for if anybody comes in, like especially I want to run my recording studio. That's what I'd really like to run as a side piece of money. Cheap Gear Guy is an internet discount music store, home of the It's Today sale. The code is just some version of It's Today. I don't care once it gets loosed out. I mean, if you set it out on Reddit or whatever the fuck, I don't care. Once the month or 3 month code is out there, I don't give a shit. There's only so many ways you can spell It's Today, and that way I can constantly change it. Like, no, it's constantly It's Today. You can't just have a sale. Oh, I can, because every 3 months, just like you guys, you want to go from the April sale to the whatever. I just changed the spelling of It's Today. Today. ITZ. ITS. All capitals. All lowercase. Varying each other one, And it is case sensitive. It's not the same sale. You can't just come through next month and, it's today. Like, sorry, that's not a valid code. But it's today. Like, yeah. And there's only so many ways you can spell it. Keep trying. When you figure it out, tell all your friends. I don't give a fuck. I have to change it legally because they're like, well, he's constantly selling us 10%. No, I'm not. It changes. Okay, so what's wrong with it? You have Happy Valentine's Day, then you have Happy Father's Day, then you have whatever, and tell people to take 10, 15% off, right? I'm just not bullshitting about the season. It's today. Fuck you. And then you have times where sometimes there's no holidays. Not in my world. It's always today. You celebrate St. Patrick's Day. You celebrate Columbus Day all fucking month. I celebrate today. 3 months at a time. It's a better way to live, seriously. No after making up, bullshit about a guy discovering a land that was already there, freeing them from their freedom and showing them the right way to do freedom. Oh, it finished plug. It's like, dude, don't stop. Come on, man. Stop. We got other things we can do. We got other things we can talk about. Just stop, man. That's not necessary. 370 plugins. Oh, yeah. I can see it pumping through already. Before I get rid of that one, let's go ahead and open the plugin and see if we can get the plugins. Audio effects. VST3. Okay, single scan plugin. Let's go to 200%. No, that's not a sample. It's not. Okay, you probably have to pay for that version. Alright, 100%. How do I get to the plugins? No, what are you? What is this? This is a gain, input gain. I don't want that. Ah, right here. There we go. Got you. Multiband split, reverb. I would like a delay. Oh man, if I get, I like my H delay. Check, 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 check. Bring that down there. I don't know if that was sounding. Let me go ahead and check it myself. Monitor only. Come on now. Forever, ever and ever. Oh, but you're so far from home. But you're so far from home. We can get the guitar working. I'm gonna turn that off right. Oh, I don't want to turn all of it. Let's go to the audio interface. I want to leave. Turn that on, that on. Can I move that down one? Yeah. See what? Let's move all those down one and try to bring in. I'm still clipping. RVox Dynamics. I really like RVox. Yes, I can get it. Sweet, because I can control that and put a noise gate on there. Yeah? Yeah. I'm going to check it out myself and see what happens, see what I can monitor. There is some gain reduction, but we shouldn't be clipping anymore at all. L2, what do you have to say for yourself? Oh, yeah, okay, there we go. Ugh. Yeah, you're clipping, you're catching it. Let's bring it down a little bit so it never hits 0. RVox, checking 1, 2, checking 1, 2. Do it till your thing is through. Howdy do. Howdy. Howdy do. So we're not driving it so hard from the board. Give a little bit more volume right there. Check 1, check 2. And let's see how the listening sounds like. Advanced audio, monitor only. Dude, why are you always getting in the way? There we go. over here, and now that's what it sounds like there. That's set up. Now I know that if I want to turn effects on and off, I can just go to filters, close plugin. Now I want to open the plugin and turn off delay, turn off raw live, and there should be a nice clean sound that's got a good volume on it. Here's looking, yeah, it's reading good. Now we shouldn't have that fucking volume drops. That should be leveled out. So as long as I'm reading that, as long as it's reading there, it should be good. Now let's check out the Jamie Jam. We got to have lines 1 and 2. Turn monitor off. Lines 1 and 2. Yeah, so you set the default. That's why you weren't playing yesterday. But you were reading. What the fuck? And I could hear it too. That sucks. I wish I could get where that was turned off. If I can't hear it, it is not on. That would be the best way to do it. So that way I can, like I said, otherwise I look stupid. I'm just wearing these headphones for no fucking reason. I tend to do it so I can hear. Like, you, the fucking button. But if I don't, right there, if I push the fucking button, then hear me. But other than that, and I hear me too. But this one would be a fucking fucker. Let's see if we can get it unfucked though. I don't fucking know. Alright, so come here, Stress Polycaster. You disappointed me yesterday. You should have told me, hey man, we're not playing out. I mean, you don't have any ears, so you wouldn't know. I don't think I would even need this to go through this at all. I shouldn't need this to go here at all. It shouldn't. It should just go to, because it's not on the board and it's not on OBS anymore. Now it's an external thing. So let's go ahead and pull Amplitube again and find out why you're not putting out. Prude bastard. Alright, so. Oh, I'm gonna fucking chop this studio in 47,000 pieces if I can't find a good pick around here someday. I've got picks, and then as soon as I put them, like, I'll put them like right here, because that's where I usually believe them. Like, I'm back, and it's like someone has absconded and left me with only these round, worn the fuck out picks. When I remember putting a pick even better shape than this, because I usually pointing to this. When it's starting to round out, you see, it's like someone's coming in taking my good picks and like just going and then bailing out. That's a ghost. They need to fucking chip in on some picks, motherfucker. That's a shitty thing for a ghost to do. Why would a ghost do that? Okay, I can hear it just fine. Let's see, we'll put you over here. Full screen. It says it's 1 and 2 out there. Let's check it out though. You could be a lying bitch. Studio. Okay, now let's go to properties. Virtual one. I'm gonna turn you off, turn it back on, just make sure. Hoping that came through. Now, I'm going to run through a few things real quick because I didn't get a chance to really show this off yesterday. So let's try and show like some of the differences between like the single coils and the humbuckers. I tried explaining yesterday, but the sound didn't come through. So I've got the instruments still right there. I'll go ahead and do that real quick. This would be considered an ST Strat S-shaped body. This would be considered a super Strat because of the fact that it has a single coil, and a humbucker in the bridge. This would be considered the neck position. This is the middle position. This would be the bridge position. I'm not supposing I'm stupid. I'm supposing some people are starting out. So in the bridge position, I've got a Zebra humbucker. The reason why is I want something hot so I could do some more aggressive. The reason I got the body made in mahogany is because Les Pauls and other instruments that I like to play tend to be in mahogany, and these tend to be in a different wood, paulownia, alder, just other woods besides that, harder, denser woods that just don't have as much of a, it's got a brighter kind of choppier sound, and I don't really like that. I like to have that kind of swampy sound. But in the neck, it still has the clean sound like from the Jimi Hendrix style stuff, and bring the distortion down a little bit there. Not a whole lot. I hate the bad weather. I just changed these. Probably help if I actually tuned it. It's not that humbuckers don't have a clean sound, but I find that if you're looking for a cleaner sound, these tend to offer it. There tends to be what they call a 60 cycle hum when you have like the neck one or the bridge one. If you imagine that one not being there, that's kind of what it would look like. 3 single coils, except that one would probably be like down here. So, maybe like that. But when they're like this, that 60 cycle hum gets bucked. Humbucker. When you are in the front like that, it's just so when you'll have a hum. I've got it going into, like I said, I've seen a lot of people putting foil and all kinds of stuff to insulate their wiring and stuff. I run into a direct box and hit the ground wire. This is what it sounds like. It's not like, it's usually like a very kind of sound, and then even if you're doing with that, if you kick it in the front too, it tends to kill the hum. And he probably noticed that when he had him, Les Paul. It's a brilliant guy, very brilliant guy. The reason why we have a lot of, the multi-track recording we have now goes all the way back to him. But, so, the humbucker is 2 of these smashed together to buck the hum. And by themselves, they have... Then by themselves, a bit harsh of a sound, which is perfect for distortion. But Les Paul made it to clean up the hum to make it a cleaner sound. He hated the fact that people were using it for distortion. He really did. He hated it. It's one of the best gifts to heavy metal ever, but that's not why he made it. He wanted a cleaner sound. He's a jazz player. And eventually, kind of like, I won't say gave in. I think he's kind of, it's what's happening, It's what's happening. I like the... No, there shouldn't be any... That shouldn't be in there. There should be... That kind of shit. And there shouldn't be... You can have that in there, but not like... Especially not. What are you doing? I'm killing shit, Les. Thank you. No, don't. Yes, Les. Yes. I have become destruction itself. You have. You've become the end of Western civilization, Les. Thank you, Les. That's gonna be on my. Thank you, LESS, but it's actually thank you, Les. There's a whole song. I want to do a whole production. Thank you, Les. Paul. In case there's anyone wondering, it's Paul. I'm not any less. Alright, so let's actually find a clean and show that shit off a little bit. I'll get a Hendrix clean just to kind of give that a little bit. That's the money. Yeah, if you want, but you can do that. So. So that's basically kind of the sound that you're gonna get from. Well, let's go to the single coils and show you that a little bit. So now the sound is really great with a wall that has a bright top end. You just trip up into here. It already mutes the top end, so when you go in that top end, it's more like wow, 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 wow. You know what I mean? Whereas if it's bright, it's gonna be like it was earlier, piercing the ears. So like with this, let's go ahead and go with a clean kind of sound. And I don't know, I consider those more sophisticated chords because there's dissonance in them, like even in the resolution, there's still some. So they're more mature, like regular chords, like everything's all shiny and happy, isn't it? But then like blues are kind of like, nah, there's a little something missing in there. And then this gets even more dissonant. Yeah. I like this kind. Wow, you can learn new shit still. I didn't know. It'd be a good one to switch to, like if you need like a weird, so this is G, so if you need a weird A. I love those because you find so many chords that you could, you know what I mean? And again, it's always rooted in that root. So if you, as long as you're doing like a G chord, you can do that. Like, okay, we need a D. All right, I don't want like a typical D, so just, yeah, that's got a nice little fucking, what's that? Especially if you can like start out the track. It would really suck if the music wasn't coming out now. So that's single coil on that. Let's go ahead and move to the P90. Since I didn't get shown off yesterday, this was a custom job. This is an Equinox Concord. The shape is fucking they nailed the shape. Where you at there? They nailed the shape. The P90's in there, the solid black. It's got the yin yangs for the dots going down the neck. I don't know if you can see that in the light there. They're just regular dots. It's got yin yang signs. This is an ebony body, mahogany fretboard, P90s. The body was made a little small for some. Apparently I was sweating. It was hot yesterday. So let's see if it's in tune. Not really. Check the tuner. That's the best way to do this. Tuner, but I just don't like this tuner, but it might be working again still. Now it wants to work. I don't know why it never works this well, ever. You're doing advertising, dude. We gotta work our best. Maybe they upgraded, I don't know. Cause yeah, I used to do a lot of that. Once you get dead on the green, your chances are pretty slim unless you got a really well intonated guitar and shit and good tuning key ratio. So I just try and get as close as possible without dancing on either side of it, you know what I mean? But that B right there would be the node. You see I was going back and forth across negative and positive, just like I was talking about. Negative scent, positive scent. There's it is right there, orchestrating perfectly. A true perfect harmony has no, you know what I mean? It's right there. But if it's not, that's what we call motion. Otherwise, you'd just be sitting in the middle of maybe trying to figure out what the fuck you're gonna do. Neither yes nor no. Also known as in tune. Tons of possibility and just sitting there. Guitar's in tune. It's until someone starts making those notes start moving and vibrating that anything happens, right? Maybe that's where they go. I like to think of P90s as somewhere between single coils and humbuckers. I don't know if they actually really are architecturally, but their tones tend to be like more aggressive than those singles, as you can hear. It's darker, it's got more power, but it doesn't have the grit that a humbucker does. I think I'm at a point. You know, say, hey mama, to the way you move, gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove. Who knows? I don't know. Never played that before. So we got an idea of the kind of the classic-y rock of the P90s, a clean sound of the single coils. Oh, if not this record, I'm gonna be very, very unhappy, man. I'm gonna be a pissed man. Oh, we're in that Sabbathy kind of area, are you? Is that what you're saying? Oh, I can't figure out the rest. show the difference between clean and high gain. Why not? Could do some Dimebag, but I think that'd be too heavy for this one. Could do a German, like a Engel. I love my Soul Donut though. You know, I really love my Soul Donut. Let's see how P90 does. Can you do that, mister? No, can't. Not without this. enough of your bullshit, sir. Let's go back to the signal coils and humbucker in the bridge to show why I chose this thing. And then I might even break out old Seattle tune, girl, the Nephilim. To just show the difference between this one and like a darker sound. Don't get me wrong, that's a good break, especially if you're in a shred. Like, just gets a little bit of a difference at the sound. Flip them through, just change it so it almost sounds like a different guitar kind of playing, you know what I mean? And people like to hear variants, whether people say admit it to it or not. They do like to hear variants in playing. Like if you have a riff that's like, you know, shit like that. Just give it a little bit of a difference. When you're doing the clean part, you know, if you kick off into a clean. That's clean. I said, damn. There you go. I didn't say quiet as fuck. Come on now, get your shit together, man. We got millions of people watching across different fucking universal time zones, including negative time. You're making my fucking paycheck. No? Working. Both are D. No. Let the bass handle the dun. You know what I mean? That kind of shit. Harmonizing it. How to get that energy out. So that is a different types of detuned guitars that I have in my arsenal, and I can tune them up, but I don't think it's doing that kind of crap there now. But now it's actually kind of, so it was way so bad. It was so bad. We had to pay for it to get the actual tuner. Just if I was using the long paid for version, it's like, no, I don't know. Here's your tuner. No, you're kind of in tune. You're getting closer. Keep trying. Don't give up. But if you pay for it, oh yeah, you're behind the paywall. I can't get a stable 440 unless you pay us like $5. Sorry. Give another tuner in the meantime. My drum set back there would not wire up with Moto drums. I couldn't get the key map to match up. It just wouldn't do it. When I bought it, I was afraid. I was like, fuck, if the key map doesn't match. But I mean, hopefully when I unlocked it, and since I unlocked it, I could tie up on my key map and shit. And it's like, get the fuck out of here. So, if I can redeem myself from yesterday, nothing like this song, a couple of songs I played. I don't want to play all of them. I just want to play one or two. Where are you at? There you are, 3-4. Filters. Open plugins. We're going to turn on delay and the reverb live. Are you clipping? You shouldn't be clipping. No, you're not clipping. Cool. Get the L2 on there. Yeah. I'm not going to go over that. Nope. Oh, what's up? I didn't even see anybody was here. What's happening? MPYT thing. What's happening, JV? What's the goal here? To sound shitty? Yes, that is the goal, to get really stoned and waste the Sunday. What are you doing? What's your goal? Do you have a goal today, or just to go around doing nothing, insulting people that are trying to do something, even if it's shitty? Because it might be shitty, but I'm doing something. So, and I'm working towards something that doesn't sound shitty. What are you doing? Working on a vocabulary that doesn't sound shitty, because it doesn't seem like it. You could do that. There's a word of the day, this Wordle. You could do that. That might be more fun for you. I'm just saying. Alright, so let's go ahead and do one of my songs. I'm gonna do. So what's the goal here? What are we doing today, guys? Huh? What are we doing? Anyone want to tell me what we're doing today? 'Cause I don't know. Hey there, baby, what's your story? I've been waiting for you like dirty sunlight. It's getting to be around 11:30. Waiting on the one gonna make me feel right. 'Cause I don't feel right. Wait a minute, mister, you wait a little long. And I know my way around the floor just fine. I got a twisted vision, I'll tell you one thing. I only wanna get what's coming in mind. Well, it just don't feel right. All these silent words are driving me insane. Once it hits the blood, it goes straight for the brain. I can't feel my toes or remember my name. There's nothing like the sun. There's nothing like the sun. It's alright, here we go again. 'Cause I'm outside looking in. Yeah, I've got a handle full of medicine. All these silent words are driving me insane. And I can't fit no more into my vein. Maybe just one more to loosen the pain. There's nothing like the sun. 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 Again, that's the single coils there, and then you got the humbucker and the bridge, which is a much brighter sound. And this one's, especially with that zebra, it's a lot hotter. You can hear that treble in there, and you can, again, it's a very nice difference between, especially if you're soloing and you're like, you know, if you can do it right. You know what I mean? If you can do it right. I really don't do it that much. Usually when I'm in a pickup position, I tend to stay there because I'm usually recording in the studio. And so I'll take my time. I'll use this guitar 2 or 3 times, and like I'll play the clean part and just be on this one right here and just. Yeah, that comes in, I'll do another guitar line. And that comes fading in, so that sounds like nice and smooth. I'll often use the volume pedal. Let's see if I can give it, I mean, I'm sure I can give a demonstration, but let's go ahead and go set to crunch and bright and give it a volume. Just to give it all a blast, yeah, 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 yeah. Under the hill, with just a few notches on my belt. Take it away, don't want them all. But even if you say just one more, I won't leave you alone. 'Cause I'm going down the steps on a white line, straight to nowhere. Alright, so for this, I'm gonna go ahead and assign MIDI control to my first pedal, which is out of the way of the wah pedal in case I want to learn that one, and put a wah on there. So I got this one, it's on its own by itself. Now by doing that, see there's no sound, but if I set the minimum, wait. What are you doing? You should be, oh, I didn't hit the fucking note, did I? Helps a lot. See how it cleans up? No stomp pedal. You just pick a little bit lighter, especially in the neck. No stomp sounds Yeah, that clicks in. No, it's just nice and smooth. Might go a little bit loud in that because that's too much of a volume drop. Plus, I don't mind if it breaks up a little bit. See how it cleans up if you pick lightly. Fucking have fun. Just do whatever you want to. Don't listen. It's supposed to sound bad. No, it's supposed to sound good, but I gotta get there eventually, asshole. So I always practice in my room by myself. When I go to lunch, I go find like a quiet place in the fucking corner, you know, away from just fucking everybody. And I'd be out there playing my guitar and just having a good time. No one around me, and then someone inevitably would come walking over. Hey man, what are you doing here by yourself? I don't like people. Hey, I hear you, man. They sit down. I'm like, oh, that includes you! So I feel we've covered that. Now comes the political part of it. If you want, you can bail out. I mean, no one has to stay at any point in time, at any point in time, at any time. Right on, Michaela. How are you doing? How have you been since last night? Good to see everybody tuning in and stuff, and hopefully having a, what's it, Monday? It's Monday, even though the sun's out. The sun wasn't out yesterday, but they called that Sunday. Today's sun's out, and they call it Moon Day. I don't get it. Apparently people will, you know. If you actually say Wednesday, like Wednesday, it's a Wednesday. If you say it fast enough, it actually makes sense why they spell it Wednesday. Wednesday. Everybody gets married on Wednesday. Yeah, no, Wednesday. No, Wednesday. Am I not saying it right? No. Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. No, Wednesday. Wednesday? Yeah. No, Jethro. No, we're not doing that. Yeah, man, let's do that. I like to choose a day I'm getting married on. Sorry, man. I don't know. It was the day that it says Jesus comes back and the city's adorned as a bride. Maybe it's going to happen on a Wednesday. I always, like way back in the 90s, when I was working on my music and shit by myself, I don't know, I had just a really strong feeling the end of the world was going to happen on a Wednesday. I don't know why. And like I said, so much so that I wrote a song called Wicked Wednesday. And I don't know. I don't know what Wednesday. I don't know if it's going to even happen. I mean, it's going to have to happen on a day, I suppose. It could happen at night, but that would still happen during a day. I mean, that day might be tomorrow, but it's still the day. Even if the sun's not out. I can keep going here for like about an hour if I want to make myself very, very happy. That's the kind of stuff I love to just get really super semantical on. No, but what kind of blonde? No, I hear you. Oh God, that's so fucking great. 'Cause, I mean, you can get as semantical or whatever you want to. That was what was great about Christopher Langan's theories about the cognitive theoretical model of the universe, is that like I don't speak the languages he was speaking about, syntactical and semantical, but I got it immediately as soon as he started talking about it. And I'm like, yeah. Like I was talking about the micro, meso, and macro. So yeah, I get that. I just didn't know like the sign was semantical, which makes sense because like you're getting tied up in semantics, like the little tiny shit, when you should be looking at the. Like okay, I'm understanding a bit more. But no, I've been taking a lot of cognitive natural. It's supposed to be like a natural memory fucking booster, and there's another one. It's not Prevagen. There's another one that's Prevagen. That's really. It works, so I have to look into getting some more of that, but I know what it is, the name brand escapes me because I've been getting the Walmart brand for a while. But I usually take those like when I'm writing or, whatever, and just to get my brain going a little bit better. Some soy lecithin, just OTC stuff. Again, I don't recommend anything like that because I'm doing great. Any plans for today? There's like a 6-second delay, so I had that problem. I was talking to Van Connor. He was like, hey, you read one of my comments? And I was like, oh shit, he commented. And he's like, hey Sean, where you at? I'm trying to like type, Kingsley, Michigan. Where you at? Sean, where you at? Because I was expecting to be like, Michigan, and because he was pretty fucked up. Eventually I'm like, yeah, Michigan. He's like, oh yeah, Michigan. I was like, he didn't ditch out on me. That's great. So yeah, I mean, by all means, comment in there. If I don't get to it, don't think I'm like avoiding. I just ashtray into the carpet. Isn't that great? Fortunately, it wasn't very full. No, there wasn't much in there. Good. Yeah. Anybody got anything they want to talk about, do, see? Dreams they want to achieve? Storylines they want to write about? I got storylines. I've been writing plays and movies since I was fucking high school? Yeah, I was writing stories in middle school. I was working on my first novel, but I never finished it, which is cool because it was still just ideas that were swarming around. So when I did write my novel, which is based in a Wizards and Warriors type world also, the one I did work on, I was like, I could actually incorporate, like I've got a bunch of Wizards and Warriors stories because that's where my brain automatically goes, like Lord of the Rings type shit. That's what I love, man. But so I wanted my own world, because not bound by any of J.R.R. Tolkien's rules. So I made it my own, Unia. I needed a place that I could set it that wouldn't bump up with history or hear anything like that never happened. So I made it on Earth and just cut off the RTH. But yeah, it got me wondering about like Earth. Why is it called Earth? We have all those other, there's a Europa, there's all those other things that are named after stuff. And so I decided to go look up, like, is Earth, like, the goddess mother? What is it? What is it? It's just Earth, this planet. There's no other definition for it besides, like, the dirt that comes from here. You dig in the Earth. There's no other definition. So I was like, so what could it be? Cool. I'm glad I just talk and ramble way too much, and like my people around me are kind of like, when I don't hang out with a lot of people, so when I do hang out with them, it's kind of like diarrhea. It's and they're just kind of like, fuck. So I started doing these just to try and get some out, and just vent it out a little bit, and just get some things that are in my head out. And so Jesus Christ, I started about 5 months ago, maybe. I've got so many hours. Like I said, I broadcast one time. I did a DJ thing for 11 hours just cause I had nothing else to do. So I sat there and DJ'd for 11 hours. And then there's other DJ shows. I DJ'd my CD release. Just cause I thought about doing several, like one for each one of my CD releases. I only did one, and since there wasn't really like a reply to that or any response, so I just kind of left it up there. And then I got my dick pics. There's a video of my dick pics. I like that. That's a funny video. YouTube let me get away with it. I was pretty happy about that. That was cool. And I got them blogged up into politics and religion, music stuff, mixing and mastering. So in case anybody tunes in on the mixing and mastering and digs that shit and wants some more, I don't see why. I'm just doing stuff. I'm not actually trying to teach anything. That's why I don't charge anything. The lessons I have up there for guitar, it's just very, very basic. Like you're starting to play and you're kind of self-taught and you kind of don't know where to start. Because I was there. I know exactly what to do for that shit. As far as getting more advanced, there's tons of people that are charging lessons and stuff. And if you wanted to study under multiple teachers, you can completely go from beginner to advanced. Just studying under Marty Schwartz at first, and then move to other people, and then other people they're a little free. Because everyone wants to give away a little bit of information that other people aren't giving, so that way it draws you over to them. It's a big mistake. If they were smart, like the plugin managers, the plugin makers, they all did about the same thing. They give away free stuff, but okay, you guys did LA2A. Well, I don't want to do LA2A because then, what if my LA2A isn't as good as yours? We have one, but I don't want, so I'll do this reverb. And they're like, oh, fuck, you do that reverb? And this other company, well, then we'll do a delay. Next thing you know, all the plugins are free. You just go out there and grab them all. It's okay, so I can't get the bundle from any of you guys. But I got your compressor, your chorus, your reverb. If they were smart, they'd be like, okay, what are we going to... Okay, we're going to do that. All right, cool. There's an even smarter way, but I'm not going to get into that here. Some proprietary shit. It's going to go with my non-profit organization. We gotta take the industry back from the people, because there's no reason that those higher ups should be making the money that they're making. There's no reason that TLC should be fucking broke. There's no reason that the girls from En Vogue broke. And you're like, oh, we shouldn't spend the money. It's not that. We should read your they purposely do shit where the contract's obscure as fuck, and you don't know. They give you this huge upfront money, and if you're kind of in my position, where I'm poor, so if someone were to walk up and offer a shit ton of money, especially when I'm younger and more naive, I don't know how it works. They're like $5 million. Oh, sweet. And take that, and then you got to split between the 5 people in the band. Okay, that's $1 million each. Now we got to recoup the cost of recording. Well, how much is that? That's $500,000 for the studio. And then we're gonna need about $50,000 to $60,000 for the engineer. And then we're gonna need about $100,000 for the mastering guy. Okay, anything else? Well, then we gotta set you up with the thing, and then we gotta get you some merchandise and shit. You'll get the money back on the merchandise when you're touring. So basically, the bands are touring to make money. It sucks ass, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't hear that a lot, but I mean, yeah, I appreciate people saying that. Um, that's why I was having fun, because like a lot of people don't really like talking back, and like I enjoy talking. I think the longest conversation I've ever had, me and this girl, she's out in Boston, she's a friend of my friend, and we talked for 19 hours straight, just about everything, you know, and just about all kinds of shit. And it was really cool. It started out just like, you know, voice chat, and then actually it was just text. I hate text. God, I hate text. Especially you're sitting there like this phone, you know, and then you type on the phone, "Hey man, what are you up to?" Whoop. "Not a whole lot. What about you?" "Not much. I don't have to use my goddamn fingers this way. I don't like to talk on the phone." "Okay, there's a microphone at the bottom. Hey man, how you doing? We could be using a phone talking to each other, but let's play phone tag this way. I'll leave you a message, you leave me a message. Just know that I'm going to use this in a court of law." Hit send. You know? I hate typing. Did you mean orangutan? What? I meant orange. Why would I mean orangutan? I don't think that's even a word. What are you doing to me, autocorrect? I typed it correctly. Shit kills me, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that shit. I tried to turn off autocorrect, and it got vengeance on me, dude. It got mad for a while. It's given up, but it would just offer all these fucking suggestions. It didn't actually correct it, but it offered like fucked up suggestions, especially if it's underlined. It's like, "Oh, now you need correct." I just don't know how to spell. Is it restaurant, restaurant? What? Did you mean rest station? Did you mean resuscitate? I didn't turn you off as a hatred thing. You said you hate me. God damn it, I insulted the microphone, didn't I? Did you guys even hear the AI last night? That was fun. I liked that. You like talk too much either? Yeah. If you ever feel like talking, I'm always around. I'm doing nothing. If I'm doing these, I'm just doing these because I got nothing to do around here. Because I'd be in the living room basically doing this. This is motherfucking done, but there's no one here to listen. So I just got little and just. I already got a recording studio back here. Might as well yammer on and on and on about what I feel. There's other people out there, but they're like stitching a video. You know what I love about this video? And it's like, this video does what this video does. You know what I mean? Now this is a video. And it does, you know, what I feel is correct for behavior for these people. Not like the next one. See these people? I judge them all. They're all wrong. She's saying the wrong words to him, and he's not saying the right things to her. This is why you need a relationship coach like me. Tell you what you need to tell people. I've never met you. Never have. But I can tell you you're wrong. I know that. Because see that degree right there? That degree says whatever you say is bullshit compared to what I say. Oh, it's in a frame. Look at that. Do you take my insurance? Yeah. Come sit down and find out the ways you're wrong. Sit. See, you're standing. That's wrong. Sit. No, you're not. You're supposed to. No, it's not like a site. Don't lay down. When did I say lay down? See, you're all wrong. Look at you straighten up, guy. I don't know why they figure like Freud and Carl Jung are these brilliant minds. They were fucking cokeheads, dude. They really were. I'm not doubting that they weren't smart people. You can have smart people. Fucking Richard Pryor, brilliant guy, cokehead. But why can one guy get blasted on coke and fucking come with these, you know? So there's a shadow us. Each one is made up of yourself, and there's ego, and there's an id. What's an id? I'm getting there. I Can't tell you everything I found. When you look into the darkness looks back! We're still listening to this motherfucker? You see him shaking and scratching? That's a cokehead. He offered to suck your dick for a fucking library book. Need more information, baby. I need more information. I'm so close to finishing it. Oh, what am I doing? That's not what I need. That is. So, yeah. I'm always doing these broadcasts. You know, trying to sound my shittiest I can. Oh, I didn't turn off the effects, did I? Am I still fucking echoing? You gotta talk to me. You gotta say, hey, man, don't be a doof nut. Hey, man, you're being a doof. Knock the shit off. If someone just thought it, thank you. I don't know how I thought of it, but it's like, ah, shit. Probably still echoing. So, broadcasting. Yeah, I mean, people usually tune in for music stuff. That's the ones I tune in for. So I'm probably going to end this one and go into a political rant because I like to separate them because I don't think anybody wants to combine the two. So I'll mix them up, and that way this one will stay a musical one. It's mostly music. It counts as music. Next one will be political. Maybe I'll see you soon. It's just political. I don't doubt.